Yo, chat. Got Magic Johnson, greatest stories. Just like Larry Bird's, just like Mike's. Now we got Magic.
Welcome to the complete collection of Magic Johnson's greatest stories. If you have missed any of the other episodes within this series, there's a playlist link in the description and on the top right of your screen, and if you click on that playlist, you'll find all the episodes. If you do enjoy these videos, I'd greatly appreciate if you could leave a like. What would you like to see next? It's a long episode, so be ready, grab your popcorn, and I won't keep you waiting. Here's the complete collection of Magic Johnson's greatest stories.
I bet.
I always say that if I had to pick a team, he's my first pick.
He's the best I've ever seen.
He was my driving force.
I just don't think there'll ever be another 6'9" point guard that smiles while he humiliates you.
Yeah, we never seen anything like him
I
again.
played against and with all these guys. I'm going with who I know. Every single night, that responsibility to go out there and represent greatness every single night.
4 guys for your pickup team. 4 guys that you play anybody else with. Hakeem Olajuwon, Magic Johnson, Scottie Pippen, and James Worthy. That was 6 years ago. Lots happened in the league in 6 years. Would you keep the same 4?
In a heartbeat.
Who would you say your top 5 is?
Mike,
And if you can put them in order.
Mike, obviously.
Yeah.
Yep.
Kobe 2.
Okay.
Shaq 3.
Alright.
Hakeem. I say Hakeem 4.
Yeah, I can't different.
And Magic.
Magic.
Yeah, Larry Bird, Dr. J. Michael
Because
Jordan.
you just got into that Magic.
Oh,
Bird
yeah,
thing,
Doc
which is tough,
too.
I know. I mean, can I get 4?
Sure.
All right, Magic.
But Magic fourth?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Damn.
I was such a Kareem freak. I mean, I loved Kareem before I actually came to the Lakers. So when I got to the Lakers, they said, "Oh, you're gonna be Kareem's rookie." I said, "Great! I'm excited. What I need to do?" So
Yeah.
I went over to Kareem. What do you need? And I'm like this 2-year-old, going up to him. He said, "Well, I like 2 Gatorades after every time I or
What?
break in practice.
Oh,
And I want you
no.
to get my newspaper, have it at my door every morning." I said, "What else?"
What? They be having y'all run rookie duties like y'all they bitch.
I was just so excited to just be a part of his
No, I
life
get it though, Chad.
because I wanted to get up under him and learn a lot.
Just joking.
The rookie's elation about playing
Hey.
alongside Kareem and being a Laker was on full display in his very first NBA game.
Hayward is out there. Magic Johnson and Kareem. Ford sends it to Kareem. Sky hook up and good. Lakers win. And Magic Johnson is out there celebrating like he just won the NCAA championship.
What the hell is he doing? We played 1 game. You only have 81 more to play.
Kareem immediately recognized the value that was there, but it was like, will you please turn it down? I mean, can you just turn it off sometimes?
He didn't stop his enthusiasm, but he had so much respect for Kareem, he didn't come in just take over the leadership role.
So we figured out, how we could help each other. He knew how to get me the ball. I knew how to help him on defense.
Kareem just sort of said, you lead the team and you throw me the ball,
All of a sudden, people had to focus on him to make sure that he wasn't the guy that was going to beat them. And that gave me opportunities.
I don't have to talk about Game 6 in Philadelphia.
Magic Johnson will shove.
In his rookie season, Magic had helped lead the Lakers to the NBA Finals against the Philadelphia 76ers.
The world's best are prepared to go head-to-head for the sport's most prestigious title, the National Basketball Association.
I might have to watch this finals.
Together that season, Magic and Kareem led the Lakers to the finals for the first time since 1973.
And so we're playing in pivotal series against the Philadelphia 76ers, and we're in Game 5.
Kareem turns underneath, puts it up and scores on a finger roll. 5, but Kareem's hurt. Kareem turned an ankle.
Ah.
And has to be sort of not carried off the court, but really helped off the court to get to the locker room.
You see Magic, and you can see concern in his face.
And so we went on, but after the game, we found out that Kareem was finished probably for the series.
Wow.
If you're there, you're saying this isn't going to continue without Kareem.
I don't think Kareem is going to be able to go anymore right now.
And I don't think any of us knew how bad it was until we get to the airport and they say he can't play.
Yeah.
So we got to figure out how we're going to replace not just his points, but also too his defensive skills.
Yep.
Kareem was really a guy who you can't replace.
There were actually players that had approached me as the assistant coach at the time because Paul Westhead was the head coach and said, you know what, you should keep Magic home and keep Nixon home and keep Silk home and just take the other guys back.
We just wanted to go out and compete. Winning was the last thing on our minds.
I think the Sixers game was like practice. Obviously, they were going to win. I mean, you can't come to Philadelphia and win without Kareem. So you could play Magic at center. You can do anything you want.
And Urban found out about this kind of talk, and he said, "What are you guys talking about? What are you afraid of? You kidding me?" He said, "The next game that we're going to play is a game we can win a championship. We're going to defer that game, and because we don't think we can go in Philadelphia and win without Kareem." Oh, he was beside himself. And I remember everybody getting on the plane and going back to Philly and then going to a walkthrough, and Paul Westhead put him at the center spot. And I remember when we got on the plane to go back to Philadelphia, Kareem used to sit in first class in seat 1A. That was his seat. Nobody else ever sat in seat 1A. Urban got on the plane, he sat right in 1A. He said, "You guys don't think we can win without Kareem? Well, I'm going to take his spot. I'm going to sit in 1A. And then when we lined up for the center jump in Game 6, Magic went in and jumped center against Caldwell Jones.
Okay.
Are you going to play center
He took
on
over.
offense in this game?
Yeah, I will be changing from center to forward on certain plays. Depending what play we call, I will be playing some center and forward.
So when we come out to the center court, Magic steps into the center, and I think it shocked Philadelphia.
Magic played all 5 positions, scored 42 points, grabbed 15 rebounds, and dished out 7 assists.
Wow.
Magic's performance would be one for the NBA analysts.
I gotta watch this shit, man.
Across the masthead of the Los Angeles Times, it simply said, "It's Magic."
And the most valuable player is Magic Johnson. He starts at center, plays forward and guard, and leads the Los Angeles Lakers to a world championship 123-107.
His performance that game,
That's
one of
incredible.
the greatest of all time. 42 points. He shot the hook shot, the jump shot. He drove to the basket. He blocked a couple shots. I mean, he did it all.
I've never liked Magic Johnson at all, by the way.
Damn.
He's a guy that should have stayed in college and got his college degree. At least stay for one more year till his junior year. We would have got another one.
I just tried to do my best and help the team win, and it's been beautiful.
I think that's really a capper to it. With Sport Magazine naming you the MVP, you have some few words to say to the big fella back in L.A.?
Yeah, big fella, we love you. We did it for you, and we want you to get up and dance a little bit tonight. I know that ankle looks fun, but get up for us.
Kareem just dominated that series.
Oh, it was Kareem versus. Oh yeah, Dr. J.
He was actually
Yeah.
the MVP.
Yep.
Magic offered to give me the trophy, and I was like, no, we're not going to let that be an issue between us.
He helped me because I wanted to be a champion and a winner, and I helped him because he loosened up.
It's 1987. We're back in the finals. We're playing the Lakers. And starting about January, my foot really started bothering me. And back then, the trainer would be like,
You're fine.
Go play. Yeah, go out there and play. And, I mean, every week I'm like, it's not getting any better. And it's bothering me more and more and more. We get in the playoffs. We play in Chicago in the first round. After the game, I told the team doctor there, I said, I need some x-rays or something. I mean, I found I had a fracture. I had fractured navicular. I've been playing up
Oh my fucking God.
for a couple months. So I had to go back to my room and decide if I was going to play or not. And I'm thinking, damn, I played on this thing for 2 months. We had the best record in the league. We got a chance to win again. I'm going to go for it. I just kind of made that decision. I said, I'm going to try it, man. It hurts, but it's been hurting me for 2 months. I'm going to be like a trainer. I'm going to tell myself it's okay,
Yeah.
So you go out there, and we were playing the Lakers, and every game, we had talked about it earlier, every game comes down to a play or two at that level. And, there's a rebound that we go for. They give the ball out on, I thought it was off of Lakers. They called it out on us. There was no replaying and stuff. And they threw the ball in, and I was guarding Magic on the play.
The Lakers' half-court offense really has them guessing as to who might get the ball. Kareem is a great option. James Worthy or Magic Johnson in the low post being guarded by Dennis Johnson.
And Byron Scott is in the ball game now.
And got out there, and he started going right, and my bad foot, now my bad foot's my left foot, but back then my bad foot was my right foot. And so I wanted to push him baseline, but I had no confidence in that broken foot, so I kind of shaded him to the middle, and I really wanted to push him where all the help was down the baseline.
And Magic was clutch at Boston Garden. I can imagine how you was in Massachusetts.
And I didn't do it. I didn't get over there, and there's a terrible film of the thing. Somehow, I don't know how it happened, but they got it on film.
Oh, they got all this shit on film.
Magic with a hook shot, scores with 2.
And that was one of those ones, like you say, Charles, you think, well, you want one thing back?
Yeah.
I should have just gone up there, stuck my left foot up real high, and just forced him down the baseline on the right side.
When he went across the middle and he made that hook. What did you do that day?
I threw some things and broke some things.
But that play still bothers me. I look at that play every time I see it. I get disgusted.
Your idol growing up was Magic Johnson. He's a guy you admired.
I grew up watching you, watching Bird, watching Michael, and I just always believed that winning multiple championships was part of, being a great player. Like, that's what you had to do.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Because that's
Win
what I grew
multiple.
up watching.
No, I grew up watching Magic, and I've had.
I've
that. Learned so much from him. I can't sit here and be like, I'm the greatest Laker ever. To me, he is. And I learned from watching you, so I just went out there to have fun.
Well, thank you.
But speaking of winning multiple championships, Kobe, one thing about the 2020s, it's been a different champion every year. And right now I'm speaking, it's Western Conference Finals. Spurs is up 1-0 against OKC, and the Knicks is up 1-0 against Cleveland. But I believe the Spurs is going to win this year. And if so, that means it's going to be another different team that's been winning like every single year since 2018. Basically, since KD won back-to-back, it's been a different winner. Since KD and Steph won back-to-back. But, yeah, man, it's I see two people winning back-to-back. I feel like if the Spurs win this year, I feel like they can win even better next year because they can move some. They might get some decent players. I know they got to pay for sure, but they players are all young, so a lot of them still on rookie contracts and stuff like that. So, I feel like they can run it back. But two, I feel like if OKC beat San Antonio, I feel like they can win multiple championships. But other than that, I don't see nobody else in this new age basketball era winning multiple. I just don't see it, especially back to back.
But back in the day, used to wear them little Daisy Duke. The socks all the way up here, the afro. So I got the afro going with the shorts, man.
Yeah.
Cool.
Now they all the way over below your knees and everything.
Yeah, you get to hide those little toothpick legs. Without him,
you're the greatest.
I got to keep it real with you. Like I've stole so much from him.
Yeah, them shorts was little
my
though.
game wouldn't be complete without him.
Them shorts was mad little back in the
The
day.
chosen one, the next Michael, the next Magic.
He's a phenomenal player. Man. He reminds me a lot of you, to be honest with you, because he's so outgoing, he's so gregarious, he embraces everybody. I mean, he's just got that energy about him that was just fun to be around.
How does that strike you when they say that's what?
Well, it strikes me with a lot of passion, and it makes me work even harder to get to the level that Magic, Michael, Bird, Julius, and now that Kobe and Tracy is in the league now. Everyone when they was younger wanted to fly like Jordan, wanted to dish no-look passes like Magic, wanted to jump out of the gym like Julius, and wanted to shoot like Bird. It's great to be compared to some of the greats.
The game and everything is just like moving in slow motion.
To be able
he
to
just moves
at your own pace and be able to control every facet of the game.
Yeah.
He controls every facet of the game, from scoring to rebounding to passing to just his approach when he gets the ball. Like, even if a team scores and his teammate outlets the ball to him to bring the ball up, you can tell the way when he bring the ball up, you have that magic Johnson, I don't like to speak about myself, so, but, you know,
Yeah.
we have that certain mantra. We have that certain demeanor. When we're coming up the floor, you like something
You know he's gonna
special.
do something.
If you go and decide you want to go to concession stand and get popcorn, you can miss something.
Maybe they'll say,
Hell yeah, that's facts, bro. That's facts. That's why I be wanting to watch the full game instead of highlights. Highlights, they gonna give you all the little ooh and ooh. But man, I'm telling you, when y'all watch full games, you see everything. You see the BS, the refs was trash back in the day. They still trash now.
for as much as Mike Magic,
Love full games, man.
they're going to compare you. You're going to have your own little niche style.
You know, that would be the best thing that could ever happen to me if they could say that. You know, LeBron James, Michael Jordan, Magic Johnson, great people. Not great basketball players, but great people.
Well, I don't even
Yeah,
need to
Magic
show
a
you
good dude too.
lists of things. I can just say, who was the best point guard of the 1980s, Isaiah?
What?
Come on, Zeke. Say yourself, Zeke.
Yeah, what?
Zeke.
No, honestly, I will have to say Magic Johnson.
Yeah, you my guy, Zeke, but I was waiting on you to say something
As a
crazy.
normal-sized point guard, what kind of a challenge did he pose?
We had no shot. I believe I was the second best point guard of that era. But Magic Johnson was the best point guard, in my opinion, to ever play.
You better than Magic Johnson?
No, I don't. No, I'm not better than Magic Johnson.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Dan, I'll be straight with you.
No, but I appreciate that.
None of them were like Magic.
Right.
None of us.
God
None
damn,
of
and he
us
doing this
were like
back in the
Magic.
day.
And the reason why I say that is because in the 80s, I thought we came in and we had original styles. You know, we brought originality to the game. Magic came in and it was like something we had never seen.
That's right.
Here's a guy that broke the mold as it relates to a tall point guard at 6'9". Had great intelligence out on the floor, had some of the best court vision anyone could have, and he did what you call pass people open.
He had the athleticism, he had the smarts, but then he had the fifth passing lane. So as a normal-sized point guard, right? You know, there's only 4 passing lanes. There's, you know, one here, one there, here, and there. Magic had a fifth passing lane that was right over your head because no matter how tall you were trying to be, he was looking down over you and saying,
Oh
"Hey, James,
yeah,
I think
yeah,
you're
yeah,
open. Hey, you know, so he can just pick you apart." It was a different style that the game had
yeah. That's how Bird beat the tap pass, man. Throw it right
hadn't
over
seen
him.
before. And he did. And every time you made a mistake defensively, I mean, Matt, every single time you made a mistake defensively, he made you pay for it. Definitely the smartest player, you know, at the point guard position that I ever played against.
No cap.
Read the defense, know the clock. I mean, just brilliant, just brilliant.
You know, because of his charisma, I think his competitiveness maybe gets lost on some fans.
And Riley, I think, issued the challenge to you personally. You know, Magic, you got to do something about Isaiah. Y'all friends, y'all kissing, right? And I never forget, I was coming down the lane, and you ain't even go for the ball. You just like, boom, knock me out of the air.
Thomas hit by
Damn.
Magic Johnson. And look who he pushes. His best buddy.
And I turned around and I pushed you.
And got up swinging. You just didn't push. You got up swinging.
Well, I should have.
But you swing it up.
Yeah. But at the same time, it's like, I hated it, but I admired it because it was like, if you didn't do that,
Right.
your team was dead. And we knew it. And you knew it.
I'll hear these legendary stories about pickup games in which Magic Johnson refused to lose.
Yeah, you gotta
under
stand up
any
for your team,
circumstances.
man.
How great a competitor was he?
He was a great competitor, but he was extremely gracious. And I was so fortunate to come in under his tutelage. And had Magic Johnson not, you know, taken us in, me and Aguirre,
who knows what type of players our rookie seasons would have been.
Okay. Isaiah Thomas is one of the greatest point guards to ever play this game. Not because he's just one of my best friends, but because he is. He shakes, bakes, hips the dude,
And he got the
foot in
handles
the hoop,
like a
super
mug
jumper,
too.
plays defense. He's my baby.
All right,
Turn.
time out,
I
Magic.
learned it all from him.
That's love, but
Two guys
I
out here on
understand.
this court are best of friends. Magic Johnson and Isaiah Thomas.
One from
All
Minnesota.
right, hold on. What
Best
was
of
that?
friends. Magic Johnson and Isaiah Thomas.
All right, y'all doing gangster kisses
City in
and stuff.
Chicago, one from Lansing. So
Whatever.
for me, being right there in Detroit, I thought it was a rite of passage. I could walk up to Isaiah, ask him a question, and he showed me a move.
Right.
I thought everybody could do that. I could walk up to Magic, and he could teach me how to play. At almost every recreation center in St. Cecilia, and they stop their workout and take a young guy. I was very young, and I could go play 2-on-2. Me and Magic versus you and Aguirre.
Right.
I thought everybody had that.
He was generous with his time, generous with his knowledge. And you got to remember, Matt, he was on top of the league. He was the MVP of the NBA Finals, and we're getting to run around with him and just see how he treats people, how he's interacting, how he's playing, how he's practicing, how he's working out. That competitiveness with us while we're playing and competing. He's still trying to win. We're like, dude, you just won it. You was the NBA Finals MVP. Can we win the free throw contest? He wanted to beat you at everything, and that rubbed off on all of us, and it made us better players.
Mm-hmm.
You can take some players in this era and bring them into the 80s and they still would have success, and then some of them wouldn't. And I think you can take, like, a perfect example. Would Magic Johnson be a point guard in this era, or would Magic Johnson
Yes.
probably be a center in this era?
Center? No. Nah, he ain't no center. Fuck no. Not in this era. Against Jokic, Wemby. Maybe, because there's not a lot of centers. You got Wemby, Jokic. Shit. Giannis might start playing the 5 in the future. And, a couple bigs. I can't name too many bigs. Like that play the 5. But Magic probably could play the 3 and the 4 for sure. The 5, like I say, we're in the age where we're going against Victor Wembanyama. I think Magic not playing the 5 is probably a good idea. Yeah, especially as great as of a passer he is. No, I don't know about that.
No, Magic Johnson probably wouldn't be.
I mean, he played center back then, so obviously he could play center today. I'm just saying, I don't know how effective it would be. Man, it'd probably be the same thing, but I ain't gonna lie. He probably would still be putting up 42 points, 15 rebounds, and 7 assists if he played. Yeah, what am I
Running the
talking about?
point, playing high pick and roll.
And you know
Probably
what
be the
happened?
same thing.
That coach would have been fired.
No, but I'm just saying.
If he couldn't recognize that Magic Johnson.
No, but think about it. No. Let's think about it. Like, seriously, right? In this era, right? So Magic Johnson, guarding Westbrook, Paul, all the guards, Derrick Rose, so forth and so on.
He would have guarded the small forward.
He would have had the small
played point.
Okay, now if you play him at the point guard, okay. What type of offense are you running?
Whatever. For instance, look at LaMelo. What offense do the Hornets run? They really just off-ball threes for Con Knuckle and off-ball screens for Brandon Miller, while LaMelo Ball just dribbling, and doing whatever. Magic from the man. What are we talking about? What type of offense he gonna run? Man, he could do whatever. Whatever.
There's certain players that could play in this game today. I think.
Of course, you're going to say that.
No, I'm saying give arenas.
But yes.
I'll agree that you like a Magic. Got to remember, still to this day,
They don't have 6'9"
point guards. Literally, we're talking 6'9", maybe even 6'10" with some booster shoes on. This is this nigga the same, almost the same height as France and Paulo, but he playing the one. Almost the same height as Larry Bird playing the one. LeBron height playing the one. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's a great comparison. Man, he will dominate the one. He would dominate the one because everybody would be too little, bro. And then us go force a double team, and he's so good at passing that if you know basketball, you cannot double team a good passer. It never works. It works sometimes, but barely. Like it's a bad idea to double team a great passer.
point guards.
Telling you.
So yes, he was the evolution, but you can't make arguments off special.
Yeah.
The specialty players.
Yeah, he was
People who-
exception to the
Yeah.
rule.
Are you playing high pick and roll the way they play it now?
Yes.
I mean, would you play high pick and roll with Magic Johnson? Probably not.
No.
Okay, now this is a league now that demands that you have to play high pick and roll.
Mhm.
So if you're not going to play him
He'll be
at the point
flaming.
where he can play high pick and roll, where do you play him at?
The greatest.
Exactly, Zeke. So he's definitely playing point guard. Talking about playing. If they playing high pick, he's playing point guard. But we in positionless basketball. You put him at the 3-4, whatever. I feel like he still be running the flow. Just put him. Just keep him where he at.
Players and athletes would find a way. Personally, I believe to be great. It's great to go back and talk about those eras, but I just feel like every generation has great players. They're great for a reason, and if you put them in those same conditions back then, they'd find a way to get there again.
No, I think Magic would be great, but I don't think he would. In this era, I think we would be talking about Magic Johnson, probably one of the greatest centers to ever play the game.
I think he still can play
Because-
point, Isaiah.
Man.
No way he would be able to guard.
All right, man, Zeke, you my dude, but you always be hating, bro. Come on, how is he not playing? He already bigger than everybody, bro. Zeke looking at it from a coach perspective, like he already got okay, we'll have these other guys play guard. He'll be more, no, bro. No, point guard. Point guard, literally, bro.
Even back, but he guarded. He
I don't know what Zeke on.
That's why we went to the finals. That's why he couldn't guard us. But I'm
He didn't
just
guard
saying.
you guys back then. He put Michael Cooper on basically all.
And so that's what I'm saying. So at the point guard position today, would he be able to play high screen and roll?
Yes.
And I would say, I would think in this game today, the way it's coached and the way the centers are at 6'8", 6'9", Magic Johnson now would revolutionize the center position and be something totally different that we've never seen before, other than the point guard position that he revolutionized.
I get what he's saying though too. Like, would Magic be Jokic, basically? It depends on what team he on. I can see it, but point guard,
whatever
bro.
position, he's gonna have the ball in his hand.
Literally.
I would think
He's gonna have the ball in his hand.
So you're saying he would come up to the high post and make moves and pass from the center position, or go to the low post, do moves and make the passes from there that we had never seen before?
Yeah, that's what I think.
From up top.
Yeah, I don't think he would be coming down playing high screen and roll,
What?
stepping behind, shooting a three.
Man, you crazy in a bit,
He wouldn't be doing all that. Now,
You crazy.
What he doing as a center is when he's catching it, you saying, "Oh, what are we gonna do now when he has it? Because now he can get to the basket. You know, I mean, it's totally different than him coming down the floor. You know,
right.
You know, looking at that D Rose and everything. So that's what I mean. Like the way offenses are played right now, he would be a totally different player in this era.
I don't know about that, Zeke.
Magic Johnson, what about him makes him one of the greatest leaders you've ever been around?
Well, you know, he played the game with a flair, okay? They needed a player, or we needed a player like him who could do so many things. He could rebound the ball, of course, extraordinary passer, and a great leader. And he was like a wild card because he could do so many things. That's today why I think coaches, and particularly executives, admire players that have
No flaws.
position.
Really?
So
Yeah,
if
no
someone
flaws.
gets hurt, you're not hurt nearly as bad, and particularly when you're as great as he was. it just maybe you put him in a position where we're gonna be better than the player that was out. And his enthusiasm, the smile, approachable. He hasn't changed a lot today.
Nah.
Magic Johnson and Larry Bird, they changed the course of basketball to what it is today, and that happened in the 80s. The
Man.
evolution that we come to today was set in stone in 1980.
You had the Lakers, you had the 80s, you had the floppy hair of Larry Bird, you had the style and grace and flair of Showtime. That's when television and basketball really took off.
And that was the time, for me, when I fell in love with the game. As you said, Reggie, as television emerged, as these great transcendent players emerged, it just was a perfect storm that I think we really owe the success of this league to that time.
Magic and Bird, obviously they had the rivalry.
Yeah.
I don't remember the huge discussion about who was better just between those two.
No, because they were going back and forth winning championships.
But just the fact that they were on the court was a rivalry because they wanted to beat each other so bad.
What was the Bird Magic? What was that for you?
It was everything because this is something that could last a long time. It started with them two in college.
In college, when we met for the 1979 NCAA championship, I had a real dislike for Larry.
He's a very competitive player, and I'm a very competitive player, and we go head to head, and we go for blood almost.
Just a year after sharing court on Team USA, they were back together. And the day before the big game, Magic couldn't wait to greet his old playmate.
Indiana State was on practicing, and we were waiting in the tunnel. We got there early. I wanted to definitely say hello to Larry, When they came through, it was like nobody would say nothing.
From the beginning, I wanted to be friends, but Larry didn't want none of that.
Yeah. I wanted to go toward him. Like his guys, made sure that he didn't say nothing. And then they kind of start snickering, like, Michigan State, you in trouble. We're going to kill you guys tomorrow.
I just want to be hanging around him. That was my main competition.
But on that night, March 26, 1979.
Oh, yeah.
The first time Magic Johnson and Larry Bird ever went head-to-head on a basketball court.
It went down
They were
this
simply
night.
two young men trying to win a very big ball game.
That's what we've done. And congratulations, Super Bowl game.
And Larry Bird won one of his worst games.
The player of the year, but Magic won it. Then Magic gets his first title in the NBA.
You get to the pros, Larry has this incredible year.
Mm.
Bird, a runner. It's good. But there he is, watching in a club while Magic Johnson wins a championship, and he's thinking, all right, I'm behind 2-0 now.
I watched that game, and I couldn't believe it. I always wanted to play at that level.
So I think that's what really made it even more of a rivalry since it started in college throughout the whole 80s decade. And it was just like, whose side are you on?
Their competitive dislike emerged from a greater truth, that on the court, they were doppelgangers. Team-oriented stars who cared about winning above all else. Basketball savants who fused the substance of the 60s with the style of the 70s to create a new and exciting yet selfless way to play the game in the 1980s.
Yeah, I'm going to pass. But I'm going to pass in a way to make you look like a jackass. They were so similar in the way they competed. They were two halves of the same brain.
Same craziness to excel.
I seen that first couple days I was with him.
Basketball IQ off the chart.
Seen the game a little different, most players.
Playing the game the right way was everything.
A lot of guys can just score. A lot of guys can just rebound. A lot of guys can just make plays. We could do it all.
Larry and Matt could control the game with 12 shots. It was amazing. They'd be 7 for 12. They'd have 20 points, 15 rebounds, and 12 assists. And you go, man, the guy shot the ball 12 times and was the best player on the court by far.
But I think it was tough at first. I don't think either one of them wanted to recognize that they had any equal anywhere in what they did. But they sure as hell didn't want to recognize that their equal happened to be that other guy.
That's why we hated each other, too, because we knew we were mirrors of each other.
I think for a while, the two of them had to come to grips with
Yeah.
that.
I get that when you got a friend or somebody that's just too much like you.
You're crazy.
I understand that
I'm
for
not
sure.
shooting a commercial with Larry.
We didn't even shake hands, so how are we gonna do a commercial?
I would never went to L.A. to film it.
Well, where are we gonna shoot it?
If you want to shoot a commercial, come to my house.
The ad was to be filmed at the home Bird had built for his mom.
I was like, oh no.
It featured a full-length basketball court, the day's first location.
One stoplight.
One stoplight.
So they say, okay, you're playing one-on-one, and I'm looking at Larry, and he's looking at me like, is this real? Are we playing? Because, you know, this is Magic and Bird.
I could just hear Larry, starting in on, well, you bring it to the
I wonder how
basket,
many
everybody
brothers.
goes up.
So
I already watched this clip before, but I'll play it for y'all that's new.
That brief détente led to the next stage, dialogue.
It's just them two walking and
I
talking.
wonder how many birds,
Every
bro.
once in a while they'd stop and one of them would say
I said how many
something, and then
birds?
they'd
How many
start
brothers
laughing.
Bird got?
Then they said, okay, break, it's lunch break time. I was going to my trailer. He said, no, my mother has prepared lunch for us up at the house.
We went up to the house and we sit down there and we talked.
That looks beautiful.
My mom, my brothers thought the world of him.
He met Irvin at lunch.
Irvin is a good dude. I like Irvin a lot better than Magic. That day was great. It was a great day. Beautiful day.
Still, for Bird, ever the competitor, that's all it was. Just one day.
Magic thinks the next year, okay, well, now we're great friends. So, after the game, we're going to go out, we're going to have a beer. And Larry's like, no.
He's a happy-go-lucky guy. If me and him got to be really good friends, go out on the court, he could still play the same game. I couldn't.
Magic was on a mission to prove to himself and the world that with the ball in his hands, he was still the one in control. And after his Lakers ran through the '85 season, he quickly got what he wanted. The Lakers won the series in 6. And in the aftermath of a year in which Magic had won his first MVP, the rivalry suddenly took on a new tone.
Magic's just a great basketball player. He's the best I've ever seen, Unbelievable. I don't know what to say.
I was shocked that he said it.
Actually, I've always said that I go by success, and he's won more championships, so I give him the nod.
Oh, yeah.
Being very gentlemanly.
That's probably true that the Magic ego swallowed Irvin a little bit, but that's okay because I couldn't win 5 championships without that.
Yeah.
I'm sleeping, really, laying down, just waiting on the game, and the phone rings, and they discovered that I had HIV.
I'm thinking Irvin's gonna get skinny and die. I mean, literally, that's what I thought. Irvin's gonna get skinny and die.
The first person I thought of was Larry. I wonder what Larry thinks.
The day that I heard about Magic, it just sort of changed my love for basketball.
He wants to understand why, how can I talk to him? How I need to speak to him. It was just really important for Larry to talk to him.
Sort of, I don't know. I wanted to hear it from him. Probably didn't believe it.
Called me to, we're talking, it's just, how you doing? I heard about it, and you can almost hear both of us with some tears in our eyes.
Yeah, it's a sad story.
Because he did call me. You figure all those battles, all those things we had to go through as warriors, as competitors, and as men. And here this man says, hey, you know what, man, you're okay. And so that was the greatest moment for me, too, to have him check on me.
Yeah.
To make sure I was okay.
Thank you again, and I'll see you soon.
But his Magic put up a positive public face. His nemesis, still out of sorts, shed the mask he had hidden behind for years.
He was visibly like, wow, how could that happen? It really set him back.
Yesterday was just a sad day.
And at his game that night, Bird was forced to confront pain he couldn't so easily play through.
Didn't want to be there that night. First time ever. And really last. I remember we played in Atlanta. Had no feel for the game, you know. This wasn't a good time to be out there. Never had that before.
That night he threw a pass. I'll never forget. He threw a half-court pass behind his back for a layup. And if you blurred your eyes, just squinted your eyes, it looked like magic. And that was Larry saying goodbye.
AIDS was synonymous with death. And I think that's immediately what everybody feared, is that Magic was going to die.
Knowing that he's not there wouldn't feel right.
Yeah, because you got Magic is huge to saving
He's
NBA.
practicing this hard. I bet he shot 500 shots today, and I didn't get 500 in. It's always that mind games, but it wasn't the same. It really wasn't.
And that's just a sad
I was going to write
story.
a big speech, but I wanted to talk from my heart. But I said, damn, he broke my heart so many times. Do I have anything left? But I've always said that if you put Michael Jordan's name in a hat, Magic Johnson's name in a hat, and you picked out one of them, you wouldn't be disappointed at all.
Yeah.
I have to thank God because 11 years ago, I didn't know if I would be here to accept this award.
I thank him for spreading the cord out and making you go, did you see that? I thank him for making team bigger than I. It's not like that now. He taught me how to run my VCR because you never wanted to miss a Magic game, you know?
Of all the nicknames, probably as good as in is Magic Johnson. Magic is exactly what he was.
Yeah. He was great, man. Great player, great dude, great personality. Him and Bird
I
is
hope
great.
you guys enjoyed this video. If you did,
Him and Bird is great. They are great dudes. I love them, man. They great people. Man, it was good to hear some stories about Magic, man. We be kind of very one-sided with the Bird and Magic, and we don't be watching enough Magic, so it was cool to watch some Magic. I'm definitely got to watch some more Wilt Chamberlain and Kareem very soon, especially Kareem. Bucks Kareem, you know, all that. But yeah, hit that thumbs up. Shout out to Magic Johnson, man. I'm glad he's healthy and alive. You know, 80s basketball saved the NBA, and all of this started in college. Hit that thumbs up, subscribe. Thank y'all for watching, and I will catch y'all in the next one.